Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Blackout channel. I wanted to come by and stop and talk about the Tory Lanez and Megan the Stallion situation, as well as the Money Bag and Ari situation. Guys, please remember to like, share, subscribe, turn on those post notification bells so that you guys are updated each and every time I upload these videos. All right, so let's get into it. So what did you guys think pretty much about Tory Lanez finally calling himself coming out and speaking his truth, so you would say, by him at least, through a song? Megan came out a couple of weeks ago and said that that night on July 12th, it was indeed Tory Lanez that shot her. Tory Lanez is saying, okay, how could you have been shot when with those are no broken bones or anything? Pretty much, he's saying that he did not do it. We know that there were two other individuals in the car, one being Kelsey and the other being his bodyguard. However, Kelsey has not came out and had any discussions or pretty much said anything about the case, and nor has Tori's bodyguard. Whoa. This brings me, guys, to make something known here, and I'm pretty sure a couple of you have probably looked at this at the same light and situation. I believe that maybe Kelsey and Megan and Tori had just a little more going on than what's being told to the story. I believe that Kelsey had to go away because she had symptoms of the coronavirus. And I believe at that time, Megan and Tory Lanez built some type of situationship. Now we know that Megan is a fun type girl. She likes to have fun. So right now she is dating. She is doing her thing, enjoying her life, and probably enjoying a few guys as well on the side. Well, I think the situation seems to me as if maybe Kelsey was wanting or was maybe involved with Tory Lanez before catching the coronavirus, or maybe she had told Megan that she wanted to probably be inside of some type of relationship with him. I think that that night, I'm thinking that Kelsey probably actually found out then that something was probably going on with Megan and Tori at that time. And I think that's where the argument in the vehicle could have started, because reports were put out there that, Kelsey and Tori was inside of the back seat and Megan was supposedly in the front. Well, you would think if somebody is dating someone, they would practically probably be riding in the back seat where they are. Now, I know that there were also claims about Tori maybe trying to seek out Kylie Jenner as well at the pool party. However, that has, I don't think it has been confirmed. Um, if that is the case, guys are going to be guys. And so when you get into situationships with these guys, they tend to, you know, want to do what they want to do, especially if you're showing them, that that's what you're doing. So I believe it might have been an incident where there could have been issues where Megan felt disrespected because Tori tried to do that in front of her. First, say, if you're in a situationship with someone and they're out and about by themselves, it makes it kind of sort of different when it comes down to a female point of view, because whatever they're doing, they're doing it behind your back. But when it comes down to guys, they will do things and not think about what they're doing. And I think this is what probably led up to the actual argument of why the incident happened on July 12th in the first place. You've got Megan on one end saying that Tory did indeed shoot her, and then you have Tory here on the other end that's saying that Megan's people might have her in cahoots with trying to make up stories about him. Either way, I just kind of feel, guys, that at this point, if Tory had have come out even before and said something about it, I still feel that some of the public would feel exactly how they feel now. They wouldn't have believed him. So whether or not he came out now or he came out before, I feel the same people at that time that were going to ride for him are riding for him, and the ones that weren't riding for Meg are going to ride for Meg. It's a very uncomfortable situation, I know, for Meg and her close friend Kelsey were supposed to be. And it just seems that they would not have cut ties or friendships with one another had not something occurred between these two young women that broke the spirit of the relationship. So, guys, let's also get into Money Bag Yo. Money Bag Yo right now needs to be very careful. I feel, brother, that you have been given two warnings in not a week of time. Um, and each of these warnings, the first warning was probably, I'm going to say, in Vegas. And, they wanted to say that's where one young lady was shot. And Moneybag did report that they were not being shot at. It was something that was occurring there at the valet station. And it had nothing to do with them. And then you end up with one young lady shot. Well, then now we also have another incident where Moneybag Yo is on the scene, and he's at the Club in Dallas, and shots rung out there, and there is a gentleman that is now deceased. Rest in peace to him. It just seems that this could not be some type of coincidence. I think that it's a time now where Moneybag probably needs to seek some extra security, just to make sure that he is securing himself, but not only he's securing his family. That includes the children as well as Ari. And I'm saying that because, this is two different incidents. I hope that he does not take this as a just, oh, and throw it over his shoulder. See it as you are being protected. Okay. And so the protection, to keep that protection and that covenancy, you need to start moving just a little bit different. Start broadcasting where you're staying half of the time. And pretty much, everywhere you go, you do not need to incorporate your backgrounds. I think that, some of these entertainers, they're having so much fun with living the lavish life that they're forgetting that even though they're traveling with a pack of people, if the pack of people you are not traveling with is not paying attention, then who is paying attention to anybody? Because nobody's paying attention to you. The pack of people isn't being paid attention to. And so, if you're not paying people to do that specifically, you don't have eyes out trying to just protect you. And I think that, Moneybag just needs to be very, very careful, because V Live in Dallas, that was a gun shootout where I believe they stated that the gunman was actually inside of the actual DJ booth. So this was more like an up close and personal situation. Even if he was leaving or almost out of the building, again, how did they get those guns inside? Should be the question as well. So, guys, I just pretty much wanted to hop on to see what you thought. What were your thoughts on the Meg and the Stallion and Tory Lanez? And what do you have for the Ari and Moneybag situation? I wanted to also touch on where Ari and Moneybag originally was supposed to be at the same exact club, but how somehow Ari is saying that she was uninvited, which means she was unbooked. So that's why she was not showing up. I believe she sent out a message on Instagram or either tweeted that. However, there were also reports being thrown around that the baby mother of Moneybag Yo was supposedly Juicy was might have or was going to be at the concert, and that's why it could also be an issue where Moneybag Yo's crew or Ari and her people had gotten a hold of it, information about possibly something happening at the club. So it could be an incident of that nature as of to why they said that they didn't think that it was safe for her to be joining him in that session. All right, guys, because you know they normally make their money together, and so that would have been, two bags that night. I don't think that they would have just left that on the table. I think that maybe they had